All right, Philip, we gotta find a story to say for our hot open today.
Our hot open.
Let's see here. Which memory of our many famous Philip and Daniel famous stories from history of Philip and Daniel should we tell today?
We should talk about that one time we got lost in Canada.
Okay, yeah.
We didn't, and I didn't have any cell service.
Neither one of us did.
Yeah.
And we ended up at a Tim Hortons out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And didn't end up getting Wi-Fi there either.
Or
then we
could
just
talk
found our
about
way back.
Fazoli's, and when I would decide I wanted to propose to Lindsay.
Yeah, and then every time there's something big going on, we go to Fazoli's.
That's
now.
true. We could talk about that.
You ran over my foot with your car one time.
That's true.
And you parked on, like you stopped while you were on it.
Yeah, I didn't know that I was on it, and you're like, "You're on my foot," and I was like, "Well, that's funny."
And somehow my toe didn't break. It didn't really hurt all that much, but you were definitely on it with a 2-ton car.
Yeah. We could talk about that time that we decided we were gonna start doing a podcast.
That's true. That was a good night.
That was a good night.
We were cleaning out your car because it had Metzger's hair all over it.
That was gross.
We were going to McDonald's that one night. We're listening to We Built the City.
Yeah.
And you swerved really hard, and Austin hit his head.
Oh, yeah, that was a good story.
Seat.
That's a good story. What else could we talk about? Hello, and welcome to Classic Countdown Conversations. My name is Philip Osterday.
And I'm Philip Osterday.
That's not true. You're Daniel Cardiff.
I'm Daniel Cardiff.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
And I like to party.
No, I like to party.
I am the stunt man. Okay, this is, like Philip said, it's Classic Countdown Conversations, where we count down
The best and the worst.
not really the worst, because we haven't done it yet.
Yeah, the media has to offer.
When we feel like it.
And sometimes U.S. history moments.
Yeah, because 4th of July passed
Yeah.
almost a week ago.
Yeah. Daniel, how was your 4th of July?
It was all right.
Oh.
It was different this year because we
What
didn't
happened?
really all have like a huge cookout or anything like that with
Oh.
the fam. But it was good. I went up to the festival on 48,
You did?
but I didn't know you guys were there.
I was there.
Yeah, I think I left. What time did you guys get there?
Like 3.
Yeah, I left at like 2:30.
Maybe you got there at 2 and you were there the whole time. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It would have been
But
funny.
I've told everyone I could face to face. So now I'm going to tell our listeners.
Yeah.
I had for lunch that day
Oh,
from a food truck.
yeah.
They had these things called bacon stuffed Texas toast grilled cheese sandwiches.
Holy moly.
But you could also make it a bacon cheeseburger if you put
Is
a
that what
patty
you
on
did?
it. That's what I got.
Dang.
So it was bacon, a beef patty, cheese on Texas toast buns.
You know what that sounds like?
That sounds what does it sound like?
Sounds like diarrhea.
No, it
Out my
was
butthole afterwards.
probably like the most American thing I've ever eaten in my entire life.
That is very American.
It was very good.
It just needed like shucks of corn on there too.
Well, no, you know what else it came with?
What's that?
Sweet tea.
That is American.
Yeah, it was very American. And I got some sour cream and onion Lay's chips with it.
Okay. Well, as long as you didn't get any French fries.
Yeah, because that's not American at all.
You need
That's from Italy.
some freedom fries. Remember when people tried to make that a thing?
Freedom fries?
Yes. Top 10 weirdest U.S. history moments when people decided that French fries are now called freedom fries.
Oh, I think I do remember that, or I know of that.
Honorable mention, I suppose.
Okay, and but you know what the food truck was called?
No.
It's called like 1776 something.
Oh.
And there was American Eagle on it, and it was dressed up like the American flag. It was
pretty
great.
good.
I saw it. I was like, "That's where I'm eating lunch because it's freaking 4th of July."
There you go.
And then I watched fireworks that night by myself.
Oh, I did see you leave, and me and
Yeah,
Lindsay just sat in the driveway. And,
Oh, like in
and
between
watched 'em.
Austin and
Yeah.
and Ethan's old house.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my 4th of July, and then obviously we hung out on 4th of July.
Yeah, that's why I thought you were going to say it was the most amazing 4th
It was
of July
good.
you
It was
had.
good. We ate on my living room floor,
Yeah,
except for Dad. He ate with a tray.
he did. Okay.
How was
All right.
yours?
Sucked.
All right. What
my,
do you?
my parents were in Florida,
Yeah,
and it made me jealous.
Oh.
I want to be in Florida.
it was probably freaking hot
It
there.
was cooler where they were in Florida
Really?
than it was in Dayton, Ohio.
Joe, Karen, I'm glad you guys had a nice vacation.
Yeah, I am glad that you had a nice vacation, but I am jealous.
Next time, Joe, Karen, next time you're in Florida, get a Mickey Mouse head ice cream thing.
Yeah.
For me, because I've never had one.
You know they have them like just in the freezer
I saw
section.
them at Kroger the
Yeah.
other day.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I was like, whoa,
Whoa.
but I did not get them
Okay,
because I kind of want my first one to be at Disney.
that's true.
You know what I mean?
You did go to Disney and you didn't take that opportunity.
I didn't know there was a thing.
What?
Is it a thing at Hollywood Studios?
It's at any of them.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Gosh.
I didn't know. I don't know these things, Philip. You were even there with me. You did not tell me about Mickey Mouse.
I thought that you'd at
Dilly
least done
bar.
it once.
Maybe when I was younger, but I don't remember it.
Okay.
All right, what are you looking at your phone for?
I'm trying to make sure that I have a good list
Okay.
and not diddy daddle around on this podcast.
Well, we've been diddly daddling for like the last 5 minutes. We've just been talking nonsense that no
we
one
start
cares
this-
about.
Can we start already? Jeez.
Can we start the list already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So,
go-
in honor of 4th of July, my favorite holiday, I don't know
Yeah.
about Philip's.
Yeah.
Let's talk about just stories from U.S. history. I don't know. What are yours? Crazy stories? Are they?
They were just strange.
Little
weird.
known stories?
Yeah, they're everywhere. Weird, I think, is the best way to describe it.
Yeah,
'Cause
weird.
It's like it doesn't necessarily. It's not like gonna blow your mind.
Right, same. And when we came up with the idea for this list, in my mind, I was like, oh, I'm going to find stuff out about like Benjamin Franklin, about, George Washington, all these things.
Yeah.
But it's kind of just weird stories that happened to no-name people in the U.S. at some point in history.
I tried to make mine a little more U.S. history.
There is one of mine that has to do with 2 big-name people. But,
Is it? It's probably gonna be my first one.
well, go ahead. If it is, I have backups to
All right.
share.
All right. Shall I go?
Yeah, go ahead. Start us off.
Okay. So this one is definitely in honor of 4th of July.
Okay.
Did you know that John Adams
Mm-hmm.
and Thomas Jefferson died on the same day?
Yes. I do
And
know this
do you know-
because he is the one. But go ahead.
And do you know what day they died? Daniel?
It was on the 4th of July.
That's correct.
50 years to the day later.
Isn't that strange?
That is very strange.
That's very weird.
They didn't
to
like
me.
each other either, I don't think.
I don't think so either.
I think they were
I wonder if
kinda
they killed
enemies.
each other.
Maybe they did.
There's probably a conspiracy out there about that.
I'm sure they probably poisoned each other's dementia pills.
Yeah. Yeah. I was surprised at our 4th of July conversation with your family about conspiracy theories and aliens.
That my family believes in crazy things?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I was very surprised. But aliens, I could believe that billions and billions of miles out there could be some stuff. Some of the conspiracy theory. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe the government's trying to stop me from saying conspiracy theory. I don't know.
Mom is very hardcore conspiracy theorist.
I know.
Okay, well, that took one of mine out.
Yep.
That's okay. I have some extras. Let's see here.
Come on, Daniel.
Okay,
Come
I
on,
have
Daniel.
kind of a creepy one.
Oh, all right.
I have
tell
a
me.
few creepy ones actually.
I've got a really creepy one.
okay,
We just both have all the same.
all the same. So back in the Victorian era,
Yeah.
Philip, taking photos was like an expensive thing.
Oh, I think I know about this. Yeah.
So most people only had like one picture of themselves.
Yeah.
Or something
Yep.
like that.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time after
Ugh.
someone's family member or friends would
I
die,
hate this already.
they would pose them in a pose as if they were still living.
Yep.
and take a photo of them so that they can remember what they look
Yeah.
like.
The website that I saw of this,
Was it a baby?
it was a little baby.
Yeah.
It was definitely dead. Not even close to being like a little bit alive looking.
Yeah.
The most dead thing.
That's what I found as well, was
Yeah.
that thing.
Yeah.
And they even had his eyes open,
Yeah.
but they were like droopily
Yeah.
open.
Can we both now decide what pose we would put ourselves in for this one and only
Here,
picture?
I'm gonna stand up and do it. all
Okay,
right?
and then I'll describe it.
Okay.
All right, come on. Daniel's getting out of his chair very slowly. Okay, he's getting up. Okay, all right. So it's like you're. So,
It's like
I don't know.
I've been caught in the middle.
Yeah, you've been caught in the middle of something and your butt's sticking out, and you're kind of turned around in 90-degree angles.
And I have my finger up to my
your
lips that
mouth.
are kind of in a kissy formation.
Yeah, and you're kind of like shushing yourself,
Yeah.
but other people too.
You're right.
Like don't.
Don't let anyone know.
Yeah. So I think I would do like, because you're like dead. and
Yeah.
who cares what your body looks like? I'd probably say like just break out all the bones in my body and just wrap me up in like a pretzel,
Okay.
but then have my my head coming through like my legs,
Yeah. Yeah.
like a little circle, and then I'm just smiling like crazy.
Ew. I would never do that to you.
Okay.
Was that wasn't one of yours, right? You just know
No,
about
I just
that?
knew about that one, and I didn't want to talk about it because one of the reasons that I quit my job at the church is so that I would never have to go to a funeral again.
Oh,
I
okay.
hate seeing dead people. It's very hard for me.
Okay.
So thanks for bringing this up.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right. So did you know I have two like kind of connected ones.
Okay.
So it's that the United States has a bit of a I don't know how to put it. They really like their animals to be part of their politics.
Oh, yeah.
And so in Sunol, California, I don't know how to say it.
Okay.
They had a dog for mayor.
Dog for mayor?
For mayor,
Like that actually ran?
yes, it was the black lab mix named Bosco. And
Did it
he-
win?
He ran for mayor and won against two human opponents.
Are you
in-
serious?
In 1981, the town was unincorporated, so the mayorship was an honorary post. But still, come on,
Oh my goodness.
can you believe that? But okay,
That's crazy.
That's part one, and then part two is there's a town in Alaska that has a cat mayor since 1997,
Oh my gosh.
and that cat's name is Stubbs because he has no tail. And he apparently drinks water out of a goblet, which sounds
Wow.
very royal and
yeah.
mayor-esque.
Oh my. All
So
right.
that's that.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. What dog would you name mayor of Dayton?
Is this just a figment of my imagination,
This is
dog?
well, no, it's a
Or
real
can-
dog.
It's an actual dog.
This is a real dog that you love, that you would vote over a human being.
Not Metzger.
Not Metzger, no.
Not Brutus.
No, he's too like
He's too fat.
mean. Yeah.
Maybe Piper?
Piper. Okay, Piper is a dog that
Our friends Andrew and Kristen have.
yeah. She's pretty nice.
She is nice.
She's very lovable. She'd probably make some good decisions.
Maybe Brandy,
I don't know who
the
Brandy is.
the Corbin's dog.
Oh, a little more wise dog.
yeah,
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 a
She's a
little more years under
Yeah, yeah.
their belt.
And she kind of looks like a mayor.
Okay, what's yours? What's next? This was number 7, I guess.
This was number 7.
What I just said was number 7.
So there was another one that I probably should have talked about instead of the photography, the
Oh.
one about the dead people, but it's okay.
You can say that was an honorable mention.
Oh, that was an honorable mention?
Sure.
Okay, cool. I'm going to share, I think, unless if I've miscounted, but I'll just go ahead and say this one.
Okay.
So, do any of yours have to do with the Korean War?
No.
Okay. So, 1950,
Okay.
during the Korean War,
Yeah.
some U.S. soldiers, they ran out of mortar rounds.
Yeah.
So they called in for they were like, hey, we need extras. But they had come to call mortar rounds Tootsie Rolls.
Oh.
So they're like, we need more Tootsie
And
Rolls.
somebody gave him Tootsie Rolls?
So the next time that that like the what's it called? The airdrop
Yeah.
arrived.
Yeah.
It was just tons of Tootsie Rolls. And but they realized that if they melted these Tootsie Rolls down, that they made kind of a gluish type
Yeah.
substance. So they started using them to like patch up hoses and stuff.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty good.
It happened to the US soldiers in the Korean War.
Wow. You know what I use Tootsie Rolls for?
What?
For eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't had a Tootsie Roll in a long time.
I don't really like them that much.
I don't either. And my teeth are so bad at this point, I don't think it'd be very wise.
Tootsie Roll, you know when they're really old and they just get so hard, it's like you don't want to eat it, but somebody gave it to you, like, I guess I
so.
will.
And it's like Tootsie Rolls. I don't think anyone hates Tootsie Rolls, so it's like, sure, I'll have one.
Is it Cowtail? Is that?
I hate Cowtails.
Yeah. Okay.
Hate them.
I was gonna say they're better than Tootsie Rolls. You don't
I don't know
believe
about that. I don't know about that.
Okay.
Okay, what's your next one?
All right. Well, this next one's about our president Abraham Lincoln.
Okay.
Did you know that before Abraham Lincoln became president, he was a champion wrestler?
Oh, I did read something about this today.
He took part in about 300 matches and earned a reputation as a tough fighter.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
He's 6 feet 4 inches, so like he
Yeah,
probably
that's
was
crazy.
a monster.
That's like Chad Osborne.
Yeah, that's a big man. That's a big old man. Can you imagine?
And I don't know if you were going to share this part, but
don't know.
I had read that
Yeah.
he only lost one of those matches.
Is that true? I did not learn that.
That's what I read.
I believe that though.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy to think like, you know how like Ronald Reagan was like an actor?
Yeah.
It's like weird to think of
Yeah.
presidents doing anything other than, because like Abraham Lincoln was also a lawyer.
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
I imagine that he pinned somebody down and then he whispered in their ear, "I'm gonna be your president."
I bet his lawyer card said, "Lawyer by day, I'll beat you up at night,
And I'll be president.
and I'll be president later on in my lifetime."
Probably.
But yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy that is a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It is crazy. I wouldn't wrestle him. So Daniel, tell me I guess this would be number 7 then. Maybe. If your last one was a honorable mention.
You know, I think one of them I can leave out.
All right, Daniel. So this is
I can leave
number 5, number 6. I don't know. I lost count. Let's just go
It's
through.
something.
We'll just figure them
It's
out.
fine. You know what? You want to just do a quick 10-second Patreon ad real quick?
Oh, okay.
All right, let's do this thing.
Okay.
Kathy!
Kathy?
All right, there we go. All right, tell them about Patreon.
No.
Oh,
No.
there's 3 tiers. Patreon's a service where you give us money and we give you something back in return. There's 3 tiers. The $5 tier gets you to be our best friend and behind the scenes footage and jokes and whatnot. And then the $10 tier
get
is
a
all
mug.
that same stuff, and you get a mug along with that every year. You get a annual gift. And then the 3rd tier is $100 a month, and you don't get nothing special other than the $10 tier.
Yeah. And then if you want to have a party, go to Classy Party.
Yeah.
bit.ly/Classy Party. If you want to listen to some sweet tunes with your Sonos speaker, go to bit.ly/Classy Sonos.
Yeah, and the links for those will be down in the description.
And
or
guess
whatever.
what? I highly recommend the Sonos speakers.
Yeah, I do too. I worked at Best Buy, and that was one of my favorites.
And I worked in audio for 5 years professionally.
There we go.
And I know my stuff.
Okay. All right. Kathy! And all right, there we go.
Okay.
That was a good one.
Hey, that was much better.
Okay. All right, let's see here. I have one. Do you have one about Edgar Allan Poe?
No.
Okay.
No.
You know what the problem is he might not be American.
Poe?
Yeah, I think he might be English.
Well,
Yeah, ask
hey
Siri.
Is Edgar Allan Poe American? Oh, she didn't listen. Is Edgar Allan Poe American? No, that's Duncan Allen, and he's from Kenya.
Okay,
Just
well,
so you know.
you know
That's
what?
Siri thought.
You know what? I'll read the one that I was going to, and then I'll share you the Edgar Allan Poe,
Oh, on
and we'll
top
put it
of
on the
that?
Patreon. We'll put that on the Patreon page.
Ooh,
Okay.
So these are the types of things you get with Patreon.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so Philip, does one of yours has to do with the church, with the choir?
Yes.
Okay.
But I like this one.
Well,
so you
then
get
you know
it.
what? Then I'm just gonna say that Edgar Allan. Or
No,
hold on.
Patreon.
Okay, well then
Patreon.
hold on. I might have
Patreon.
another one to tell then.
Okay.
If you have the choir one.
Okay.
I have one. I have a scary one.
Okay. All right. Give me.
I looked
scary.
up the scariest ghost story in Ohio.
Yeah.
Is this one of yours?
No.
Okay. So
Because ghosts aren't real, so I didn't look it up.
the darkest. I'm just gonna read this thing that I found. Okay.
Okay.
Is that copyright? Will we get in trouble for me just
Tell me
reading
where
it
it's
word
from.
for word? It's from Mental Floss.
Oh, I love mental floss.
You know, I'll just paraphrase. So there's this old timey railroad down near Cincinnati.
Yeah. There's a lot of old timey.
It ran through Moonville, Ohio. Moonville. And according to the legend, they were trying to slow down I think they were trying to rob it, maybe.
Okay.
They were trying
the
to
train.
Yeah, they were trying to slow down this train. So a guy took a lantern and he was going to go on the other side of this tunnel before the train got into the tunnel.
Yeah.
So that
It looked like another train was going through.
no. He was going to stop the train.
Okay.
And then I think since it was going to be dark in the tunnel, they could like steal stuff out of it. So he went over with the lantern, but he wasn't quick enough.
Oh no.
And the train ran him over.
Oh boy.
But nowadays,
Yeah.
people say that you can still see a figure with a lantern hanging out
Ew.
in that tunnel.
Gross.
And I looked at a picture of it, and the tunnel's not that long.
So
Like
he's
you
just-
can see through onto the other side.
So he was just very slow.
I was just saying, if you can see a guy in there, it's probably pretty like you could see
visible.
him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he probably was a very slow man. But yeah, there we go.
Okay. That's scary.
Tell me the choir one, Philip.
Okay, so so I'm getting this off of offbeattopics.com.
Okay.
That's my place. That's actually where I got everything so far.
Okay. Yeah, this is where I found this one as
Yeah,
well.
so in 1950, a church in Nebraska,
Yeah.
it exploded.
Does it tell how it exploded?
It doesn't say that. I'm guessing a gas leak.
I'm guessing it was an act of terrorism.
You think an act of terrorism?
Yeah,
I think,
you
a gas leak.
Okay.
And it exploded. The whole church is gone, but nobody died because the choir
Yeah.
that was supposed to have choir practice, when it exploded, were all late. Every single one of those people
We're
were late.
running late.
That's insane to me.
How it does it tell how many people were in the choir?
No, it doesn't. 15 members.
15.
But all 15 members of the choir were running late.
Yeah.
So I say an act of God.
Yeah, that's definitely the Lord protecting these people.
Yeah.
Not the explosion. That was an act
No.
of the Lord.
No, not that.
Having them all running late.
Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy. When I read that, I was like, what the heck?
I like that one.
I do
though.
too. Okay, cool.
All right.
Cool.
What are we on? How many more you got?
I think I have 2 more.
Okay.
I have 2 more.
I
How
better
many do
make
you
mine-
have?
I have a lot.
Oh,
But-
are we just gonna share? Once I get done with the big ones, I can still like share some.
Well, no.
Okay. So, Philip, I have another really creepy one,
Okay.
but I think I'm gonna save that one for last.
Okay.
So I'm gonna share. Do you know, Philip? Do you know the name Violet Jessup?
No. Jessup's an interesting last name, though.
It's a lady.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So
Yeah.
she
Tell me a little bit about Jessup. Miss Jessup.
so she started a job as a stewardess on boats.
Oh, I do know about this lady.
You do. Was this
Yes.
one of your stories?
No.
Okay. Well, she was 21.
Yeah.
She started a career as a stewardess.
Yeah.
So she started.
What boat did she start out on?
She started on the Olympic.
Okay.
In 1910.
1910. Okay.
A year later,
yeah.
the Olympic collided with a British warship called the Hawk
Wow.
while they were trying to like pass through this.
Tumultuous waters or
Yeah.
something? Okay.
No fatalities.
Okay.
It didn't 100% sink.
Okay.
However, it did scrape up the boat.
Okay.
While that was being repaired,
Yeah.
she was her bosses said, "We're gonna have you go on another boat."
Yeah. What
The
boat
other-
is that?
That boat was called the Titanic.
No way.
So that boat sunk.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
Many people died
Yes.
on Titanic.
But she didn't.
She was able to find a lifeboat,
Interesting.
and she survived.
Yeah.
So she's probably like 22 at this point.
And for me, I'd be scared and never go on a boat again.
Exactly.
Not Miss Jessup.
Same. So World War I started, and she served as a Red Cross stewardess
Wow.
in World War I, and she got put onto the Britannic,
Britannic.
which would bring back awful memories
Yeah.
for me because it's very close to the Titanic.
Yeah.
And then the Britannic, or Britannic, however you pronounce it,
Yeah.
while it was out, it hit a German mine and it sank.
Did she live through that one?
Well,
Does it say?
she escaped.
Okay.
But she and many other passengers were almost sucked into the propeller.
Gosh, that would be so scary.
And then she became, her nickname is Miss Unsinkable.
That's ironic.
And she I don't know when she died. She's
Yeah.
obviously dead now because she was 21 in the year 1910.
Yeah.
So unless she's the oldest person living, then she's dead.
She gone.
But yeah, she survived 3 shipwrecks.
That's impressive. I wonder if there's somebody. I wonder what the how many. What's world record? I wonder what the world record of shipwreck
I don't know.
survivals it is.
That'd be interesting to know.
Maybe it's Miss Unsinkable.
Maybe,
herself.
maybe it is.
Okay.
And there's a picture of her. Do you want to see a picture of her?
I saw a picture of her.
She's right there.
There she is.
Old timey pictures scare me so badly.
Well, that's because most of them apparently are dead people that look alive.
That's true. Maybe that's why they're so scary. I didn't even think about that. Okay.
Okay, so you ready for mine? Mine's a little shorter.
Okay.
So it's about our own little state here,
Okay.
Ohio.
Okay.
Did you know that in the entire state of 1985, there were only 2 cars on the road? That's
In 19 what?
I'm sorry, 1895 is what
1895,
I said.
okay.
1985, I think is what I just
yeah,
said.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Did you know that? That's pretty crazy.
That is crazy.
That's yeah. So okay, that's part 1.
Okay.
Part 2, the drivers of those 2 cars crashed into each other.
Oh yeah, I do know about this. I didn't
So-
read about it today, but I do know that story. That's
So
crazy.
It's very strange to me. It also seems like it's weird that all of our astronauts come from Ohio, basically too.
Yeah.
We have such bad drivers. Then
They just want to go up into space. We do have bad drivers here.
actually, apparently, it's a lot better than most states.
Well, it's because we actually know how to like teach people how to drive, unlike Kentucky and Tennessee.
All right,
Okay. Are you ready for a really creepy one, Philip?
I'm ready.
Okay. Do you recognize the name Elmer McCurdy?
No,
Okay. Well, I'm about to tell you about Elmer McCurdy.
tell me a little something about Elmer McCurdy, and I'm gonna share a creepy one, but then I'm gonna give you your number one.
Okay. All right. So Elmer McCurdy was born in 1880.
Yeah.
His mother was only 17 years old when he was born. So since she was poor and couldn't take care of him, her older brother and his wife took him in.
Okay.
Well, once he died, the brother, Sadie, Elmer's biological mother,
Okay.
came out and was like, "I'm your mom."
I'm your mom.
Well, this screwed him up badly.
I bet.
And he became an alcoholic when he was a teenager. So he moved in with his grandmother after that. and got a job or an apprenticeship with a plumber.
Okay.
Okay. And you like the story so
I
far?
like it so far. Very intriguing.
Okay. In 1898,
Uh-huh.
the economy started going downhill.
Okay.
So he lost his job
Okay.
as a plumber.
That's too bad.
Yeah, it is a little too bad is the thing. So he set his way up for northeast, and he was like, I'll be a miner, I'll be a plumber, I'll do all these things, so on and so forth.
Big aspirations.
Yeah, big aspirations. And he eventually joined the army.
Okay. That sounds reasonable.
Yeah, and he became a popular. He learned how to work with nitroglycerin
Oh.
as explosives.
Okay.
So he gets out of the army, and then he's like, you know what? With my knowledge I've learned with nitroglycerin and exploding things, I'm gonna rob banks.
Oh. Okay.
So he started robbing banks and wasn't too good at it. Like
Oh, no.
he didn't get he learned how to use the explosives, but like one time he blew a safe door up too much and it burned most of the money inside the safe, like that type of stuff.
Okay,
He made
see.
amateur mistakes.
Mistakes were made.
So he was arrested,
Uh-huh.
and there's like a $2,000 reward on his head. And he was arrested, and then I don't know how it came to this, but he was shot and killed.
Oh.
But this is where it gets a little weird, Philip. I
Okay.
don't know how creepy it is. It's just kind of weird.
Okay.
So Elmer, his body was taken to the funeral home,
Yeah.
and the owner, what's it called when
Embalming.
embalming? Yep, he embalmed the body.
Uh-huh.
But no one ever came to be like, we know him.
yeah.
We're going to put a funeral on for him, all this stuff. So about a month went by, and or maybe a couple months went by, and he decided,
The funeral director person?
he decided to start like exhibiting the body to make his costs back.
Oh, no.
So the guy became known as the bandit who wouldn't give up. And the circus owner was like, let me take that body off your hand.
Oh, man. I
he-
did see this, but I didn't know the whole backstory to it.
So he was an attraction at a carnival
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah.
And then finally, two men, I think that they had done robberies with him earlier in life or something like that.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I lied. No, they kept him in the carnival for a long time.
Uh-huh.
And then later on, he was put into an amusement park fun house.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, this is so creepy. Like, it's weird to even think about. He was used in a 1967 movie called She Freak.
What?
Yeah,
What year?
1967.
Wow.
With his son's permission.
No way.
That's what it says here. And then, then he was in part of the amusement fun house. Mm-hmm. And then his body was later rediscovered by a television crew in 1976 and was re-identified as McCurdy.
Wow.
So after 75 years
Man, oh,
of
man.
his body going around in carnivals, fun houses, TV, movies, they finally buried him under concrete.
Yeah.
So that grave
nobody-
robbers
yeah,
couldn't get him.
That's good.
So he is known as the bandit that wouldn't quit.
You know, to be fair, that's not a bad way to go out.
No, I mean that's
kinda
like
fun.
that's crazy. That's so weird. That's such a weird story. It like gives me the chills. I don't
can't
know.
imagine going to a fun house and be like, yeah, I'd like to see that.
I can't imagine like I want to go see this movie now, the She Freak movie, and like be like, oh, that's a real dead body.
Yeah. Ugh. Well, speaking of freakiness,
Yeah.
so this is not my number one, I guess.
Okay, that's fine. You
This
can
is
tell.
just a freaky one.
Yeah,
Because
what?
we're getting in the freaky
Tell
zone.
me about him.
All right. So, do you know a man named H.H. Holmes? Do you know about him?
Oh,
Yeah.
I vaguely read something about him this morning, but I don't
Yeah,
remember.
it's very freaky.
Okay, tell me.
So, H.H. Holmes was like, you know what? I really like hotels.
Oh, yes.
And so I'm gonna build me one.
Yes.
But and this is 1893, around the time of the Chicago World's Fair. So
Okay.
lots of people needed hotels.
Yeah, right.
And he's like, you know what? I also like killing people.
Yeah, right.
And
Yeah.
so I'm gonna design rooms to murder them in.
Yeah.
So that's what he did. And he had rooms with secret gas lines.
Mm-hmm.
He had a room that was completely sealed except for a trap door in the ceiling where
Right.
he would starve people.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
That
And
is
he
disgusting.
apparently butchered up to 200 people.
And does it say like, and how long of a time period?
It doesn't say how long of a time period,
Okay.
at least on the website I'm looking at.
Yeah.
But
That's
pretty crazy.
Freaking creepy.
I don't like that.
H.H. Holmes
Yeah.
found the name of my son.
I don't know about that. I
Yeah.
don't know if that's
I
good.
don't either. That means his initials was just H. H.
What's up? Okay.
Okay, what's your number one, Philip?
I don't know if I really have a number one. To be fair, these are just in order of kind of when I found them.
Okay.
I think this one's pretty fun, and
Okay.
it goes pretty well with a little bit of what we were saying from our first one. in
Okay.
the conspiracy theories.
Oh, all right.
So, did you know that NASA taped over the moon landing, the original film, and that was revealed in 2006? They don't have any of the original tapes, and so they've been taped over, and there's copies, obviously copies,
Yeah.
in quotes, copies. But you know, there's just not the original around anymore. Somebody taped over it, and
Yeah.
so
So that people can't go back
And
with
actually-
modern day technology
Yeah.
and call them out as the frauds that they are.
that's right. So
Stanley Kubrick. He directed the moon landing.
So I don't think that's true, but
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that the moon landing's real. I don't know, but that I did read that today. I was like, oh, that's strange.
Hello?
Oh, hold on.
I think she's over here.
Yeah.
Sorry, I probably interrupted.
That's okay.
Hey.
We just finished. Basically, we just gotta wrap it up.
Okay. I'll just sit quietly over here and let
Well, I have to tell the Edgar Allan Poe thing for the Patreon.
Oh yeah.
What are those stairs to?
What's that?
What are those stairs to?
There's like it's just like the other side.
Oh, the stage.
Yeah. Okay. What did I just say?
You were talking about the moon landing and how you believe that it was real,
Yeah.
and I am on the fence
That's
about it.
not true.
It is.
Oh, I see.
I'm on the fence about it.
I think yes. So, I think that the moon landing is real,
Yeah, I don't know.
but you know, I read that this morning and I was like, well, I don't know. That's
Yeah.
pretty strange that happened. There's a lot of conspiracy that Donald Trump, as soon as it's his last day in office, is going to reveal that who shot JFK and
That'd be great.
and that the moon landing is
If
not
Donald
real.
Trump's just like, I don't care.
I
Just
if
gonna
there's
reveal all
ever a
these.
president that would do it,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
it's him.
That's true.
He's gonna tweet it. But then, you know, the next president will probably say
Like,
that,
oh no.
yeah,
here's-
that wasn't true.
Yeah.
But I'll believe Donald Trump.
We do. Okay, so we're
There's
gonna.
one thing about Donald Trump is that I don't think he's a liar.
Mm.
I think he probably has a bit of an issue of telling too much truth.
Is that an issue?
I
Telling too much truth.
I mean, sort of.
Okay. I don't
Yeah.
think it's an issue at all.
Yeah.
I like him
All
as our
right.
president. All right.
All right. So
It's the end.
this is the end.
I will share my Edgar Allan Poe story after we wrap up.
Okay. So this is the end. And first thing we need to do is have our bets as to whether or not someone has or has not rated us since last time. Do you believe that someone has or has not?
Yes.
You're wrong.
Okay.
So you know what that means. Time to beat some people up.
Okay. Did we say that last week?
No.
Oh.
No, that's what I'm saying this week.
Okay.
So if there's no more ratings by next week,
we're gonna start beating people
we're
up.
starting to beat people up.
Okay.
That's how it works.
I'm
now.
down to do that.
Okay. All right. So rate us on any platform that you desire,
Yeah.
but especially iTunes.
Go check us out. We have a YouTube channel now with all of our episodes on it.
Well, not all of them.
Well, we're getting there.
A good chunk of backlit. So if you would much rather listen on YouTube, you can.
Yeah.
And there's going to be some more videos on there too that aren't just aren't just the podcast. What else? What else, Daniel? I think that's it. I think we're done. I think you're done now.
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3, done.
Happy 4th of July. See you next year at 4th of July with our other U.S. history
That's right.
things.
That's right.
Our favorite founding fathers next 4th of July.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
See
Bye.
ya.
Love you.
I love you too.